Dungeons of Sundaria is an amazing dungeon crawler hack and slash game with a dark theme around it. The game is made by the indie company Industry Games. Before we continue, this game has a lot of spiders in it also, so if you have any form of arachnophobia, I don't recommend watching this video or playing the game. You can experience the game either alone or with friends. Both online and local work for this game. The moment you start up the game, you can choose between 5 different classes. Champion, Cleric, Hunter, Rogue and Wizard. These are the most basic RPG classes you can think of. But that doesn't mean they aren't fun to play. I've tried them all for at least a bit, and apart from Hunter, I've enjoyed them all quite a lot, with Champion and Wizard standing out for me. You can also customize your character quite a bit, by the way. Back to the classes. You will get a bunch of skills you can use, sometimes at every level and sometimes every other level. This progression curve is well designed in my opinion. When playing with my friend, the first 2 dungeons took us close to 1.5 hours, because we were exploring quite a lot. Afterwards we rushed a bit more and most dungeons were done within about 30 to 40 minutes. Which is probably a more appropriate time to finish a dungeon, I would say. All dungeons have a lot of bosses. I am not talking about 7 or 8, it's closer to 20 bosses. Each dungeon also has quite a bit of optional ones and I didn't even count those. Which also gives quite a lot of loot and resources. With those resources you can craft gear if you can't find that one upgrade. There are even some sets, but I haven't been able to complete a set myself. Each of the dungeons feels so different and the art looks great. Which makes this game really promising and satisfying. There's even one where you start off escaping from some dragon who chases you. The combat feels outstanding. It's exactly what to expect from a well-made, fast-paced dungeon crawler. Now, the real question is, would I recommend this game? After hearing all this, there wouldn't be a reason not to recommend this game. Right? Especially when I already have more than 20 hours into the game while just being 10 euros. I'm a bit torn on this. Especially after sharing all the positive parts of this game and how much I've been enjoying the game myself. The game is sadly somewhat buggy, feels unfinished and abandoned, which you really start to notice in the later dungeons. For example, I managed to get this boss completely stuck in the last dungeon, multiple times. Not being able to attack it, and it won't hit me either since it doesn't seem to be able to reach me. The only good part about this is that they made an option to go to the last checkpoint in the game to reset the boss or your position if you ever get stuck. The last 2 dungeons also seem to have some FPS issues, where both my friend and I noticed significant drops in certain areas. I'm talking about 100 FPS to about 30 FPS. Also, one boss really wanted to assert his presence with us in one of the dungeons. It got annoying quite quickly, especially since it took us 5 minutes to find him. All of this is even worse in multiplayer, where a lot of text doesn't even appear when you defeat a boss or check the quest objective. This only seemed to happen to the players who are not hosting the game. The health of the bosses also doesn't seem to reset all the time. Luckily this isn't the biggest issue since it doesn't stop you from progressing further. There are a lot of small things missing. At the start of the game, you click through all the buildings and talk to everyone since it doesn't show you who has a quest available right away on the town map. Usually, it's nice to talk to a few characters to see what they are on about or learn a bit of lore, but none of them seem to be very talkative. The game also has 3 difficulties, where the first 2 are extremely easy and while Epic sometimes recommends over level 100 to go through, around 30, maybe 40 seems to be more than enough. Legendary still one-shots me around level 110, so that one is either balanced or the balance is a nightmare of this game. So comparing all the pros and cons, I'm still a bit mixed since I enjoyed it a lot and still do. Would I recommend it? Probably not, due to the glitches in the later dungeons. If you enjoy these types of games, you could grab it while on a big sale. But don't expect a polished game, unless they randomly decide to fix everything I've just pointed out, but don't count on it. I will put it in my randomly made first impressions and review tier list on great concept, but unfinished, buggy and or abandoned. Wouldn't bother. This list might become unsustainable after more than 100 games, but that's a problem for future me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it if you did and subscribe to not miss any of my first impressions and review videos. Comment down below what glitches would annoy you the most in the game, and I hope I see you all in the next one. Bye bye.